Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today we are going to be having a look at the
massive
updates to Scalar 2.
Oh yeah, it's massive. You're going to love it. But first, we're going to kick off this International Leela Day. She just had a premiere over on her channel. She just did her weekly show, and we're going to continue it with a track of hers called Creepy Groove. I can still hear it in the background. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. My name is Jade. This is How to App on iOS. There's my name. Don't wear it out. Wear it in. That was a Luriality with a song by the name, I think she released that for Halloween, Creepy Groove. And she just had a premiere over on her channel. There's a pinned comment at the top in the chat. Go and subscribe to her. Check out her music and song whip, and check out her latest premiere. If you missed that, it was really good. Yeah, welcome aboard to the Wart Warriors. For $1 a month, you can become a War Warrior, and you get little emojis and all that kind of stuff. And we do have planned another show coming up in a couple of weeks' time. You'll find out more about that soon. I don't have a lot of time today, so I've got to be quick and rush through some stuff because there's a lot to talk about on this show. Let's bang through hellos. Hello, Thomas Christ. Hello, Clayton Von Kluge. Hello, Leela. Hello, who else do I see? Cold Acre. Cold Acre.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday
to you.
Happy birthday, Cold Acre.
Happy fuck off to you.
Yay. Happy birthday, Cold Acre. Hello, Ed B. Metal. Fat Panda Cat. Tremor Bear is here as well. Maury P, hello to you. I saw Cy. Effing good to see you, Cy, who just had his music played on a radio station, on internet radio. Dan Eckberg is here as well. I'm trying to find all your names. There's Cy. I think I saw Joe. Hello, Joe. What do you know? Have I missed anyone? Omni Collective is here as well. I think I've got most of you. If I've missed you, I'm a twat. But it is a crazy day today because Pete Johns is doing his GarageBand weekly special edition for 150 episodes. So he's doing it early today because he's got Patrick Baird on the show. So I've got to rush through this stuff. Let's quickly do this. Let's jump over to our price drops. And look, there's a whole bunch of price drops. So basically, guys, the Black Friday sales have started. Looks like this year developers have started today or today, and they're going right through to the end of the month. Hate that Patrick guy. Oh, I love this Patrick guy. This is an inside joke. He is the guru of GarageBand. He's certainly, he's not my band guy, but he's my guru guy. Anyway. Love you, Patrick. So there are savings going on. Look, all the Swam instruments, man, the Swam instruments, 33% off, all of them, clarinets, French horns, tenor saxes, the whole lot. They're all on sale. Synthmaster 1, if you don't have Synthmaster 1, get it right now. Go to the App Store and grab it. It's fucking free. It's free. $20, and they give it to you for free, right? Absolutely free. There you go. Go get it. Synthmaster 1. It's incredible. MK Station. So that all the gospel musicians apps are on sale as well. MK Sensation, Neo Soul Keys, Impulsion. They're all on sale all the way up till the end of the month. Schlapp, Smooth. There's a whole bunch of stuff that is on sale, and there's only going to be more and more things being on sale as you go. Yes, Princess. Hello, Princess. Go get it now. Synthmaster 1, it's free. It's absolutely, Synthmaster 2's better, but Synthmaster 1 is incredible. For free, it'll blow your mind. There is so many amazing sounds in there. It is just absolutely incredible. But enough of the price drops. We are covering this today. Scalar 2. I will be up front with this. This is not a full walkthrough. You will have to go and watch my previous video on this, which was a very in-depth review of this to understand everything. We are just going through the massive updates they have just dropped on Scalar 2. Scalar 2 is free to download. It is $18.99 to unlock. You will want to unlock it after you see what I do with this thing today. It is incredible. It is a fantastic app. Before we jump into it, a couple of things I need to cover. Tomorrow, I don't want to do Face ID new iPad. Tomorrow on the show, I am doing my massive breakdown, full deep dive tutorial on Loop Mix. You will not want to miss that either. The day after that, we are taking a look at Grand Finale. If unfortunately you have upgraded your iOS device to 16 and you use Final Touch to do your mastering, sorry, it's not working anymore. But I have heard that from Positive Grid that they are working to fix it, to get it working. But instead, Grand Finale 2 is incredible for a mastering tool, and it's an AUV3. So we're doing that the day after. And to wrap up this week, yes, you guessed it, the man, the myth, the legend. And I know he's not going to be offended by this title because it is tongue-in-cheek. We are shooting the breeze with the man and his fan, Chris Lane Sr., the man with the incredible mullet and incredible music as well. And I've even got a mullet in my little thing there. See? But we've got Chris Lane Sr. coming on the show for an interview this week. So lots of good stuff coming up this week, my friends. Let's jump into Scalar 2, shall we? I created this last night, this project, using the new Follow Live Sync feature. We're going to play it. We got everything good? We don't want everything soloed, do we? We want to turn off all these solos, and we want to go mute, mute, mute. I thought I was all prepared, hey? But never. It's a live stream. All right. So this app is just incredible. Yeah. Let's have a play and see what sounds I made last night in about 15 minutes. Boom. Lovely, huh? Sounding really good. Let me show you how I made this. We'll clear this out of here. Get rid of this project and I'll show you this new follow section. So what we're going to do today is we're going to run through the new follow sync section. Then we're going to go into the new multi-out section, and then we'll cover some of the new performances and the new instruments. So that is what the plan is today. So first we're going to open up this is an AUV3. So you can use it in all your DAWs, all that stuff. As I said, go back, watch the full thing that I did, the full tutorial I did. We're going to open up not going to open up that. We're going to open up a full copy here of Scalar 2. And going to open up another Scalar 2. Let's do that, Scalar 2. So we've got two Scalars running. And we're just going to open up this first one here, full screen for you all. Now, the first thing I'm going to want to do is go into the settings up here, and I want to change the beats to 4 beats. We just want 4 beats just to make it nice and even. And I'm also going to go in down here and select DAW sync. So it is sunk up to AUM. So when I hit play up here, it will start playing. So that's all good and done. We can close out of that. Now we want to create some chords, don't we? And let's go over here and talk about some of the new songs, because there's a bunch of new stuff in here. We have this 80s one. We've got classical. We also have a lo-fi down here, but we're going to go with 80s first. And what happens when you click one of these? Boom. It generates these chords. Lovely. So that's 80s 2. Let's try 80s 3. Nice. And that is a D Lydian mode scale. So what I'm going to do is just copy all of these chords, and we're going to drag them down into the performance bar. So they're all down there, ready to go, yeah, ready to rock. And I can hit the little loop button. So when I hit play now up here, these are just going to play, all good. Cool, so we'll keep this. This is the felt piano. In fact, we'll head over and we'll check out the new sound in here. In synth, we have this lo-fi sound. Check this one out. Nice. Wonderful. So what we want to do now is, because we've got two instances of this, we've got one here. Let's make it small. In smalling. Why are you not in smalling? In smalling? It's not even a word. There we go. So here's our small version. And then we've got this one over here. And as you can see in the second one, there's no chords in there. We've got to populate. We want the same chords in this one to appear in this one. So in the original version, we'll make this big again. In the original version, you would head up here and hit the sync button. And here's where you have these options. I'll just zoom in for you. And you can select the sound, the articulation, the scale. You can do that, or you can hit the entire state, and that will sync across to other instances. But here's the new thing down here, live sync. So if I click live sync, it now presents us with this little button saying start live sync. I'll bring my ugly head back in. And now it's sending out the messages to other instances of this, waiting for a live sync. So now if we go over to our other one here, look at that. It's just already populated. It's done it. I didn't even have to do anything. How clever is that? And normally you would just go over here to the second one and hit sync, and you would click this little button and it would say follow. How wicked that. So now both the chords here have been transformed in here. And what you'll notice is down on this one, I'll zoom out again. You can see this one says leader. It's flashing down the bottom. And this one says follow. So when you open more instances of this, these other instances will follow the leader. So this is the main one, and anything else you do in here, you can kind of change all these up. So if we go in here, we can change the sound. So we got a felt piano here. So if I hit play, they're both playing. Are they in sync? No, they're not. Let's go back to the start. So now they're in sync. Why are they not? That's weird. Hang on. Of course, it's a live stream. Of course, things are going to go wrong. Let's stop it following. I know why. That's my mistake. Let's hit follow sync again. So now it's following. It was my mistake. We've got it set to 2 beats up here. So you have to match the beats. I don't know why it doesn't follow that. So now when we hit play, they're both playing. And now in this second one, I can go up here and add a performance to this. So if we start it now, go back to the start. Now we've got a performance. Shall we add another one? Let's add another one. So this is how I set up my original song that we opened with today. So if we add another one here to another scalar, if I can write properly, Scalar 2. It's just beautiful. It's so clever. And we head up to the top here and hit sync and a tick follow and follow. Look at that. They've all populated. All those chords have populated as well. So now we can go in here and we can add a guitar. So let's do like an acoustic guitar. So now we've got an acoustic guitar. Now we're going to our performance here. Yes, it is free with the update. It's a free update, man. Absolutely free. So now we can go to our performances for this guitar. And let's hit the avant. This is the new performance, one of the new performances they've added, which is called avant-garde. So we'll hit the avant-garde number 1. And when we hit play, so now we've got 3 performances of this. Beautiful. Really nice. So here's the thing though. If you wanted to change some things within this, just say we wanted to set the voicing lock on. So this is our guitar here, which you can see down the bottom. It's set to follow, and you know it's following because the little light is down here. Now, if we go into our voicing lock and set that. I'm just going to set our keys up here. Now see, I just set this button down here and the follow button turned off. It's no longer following anymore because I'm now doing something completely different. I've unlatched, I've done something that is not following the main master, which gives me now the flexibility to do whatever I want. So what I'll do is we'll turn this off. I'll show you that again. We'll go back into follow. Make sure this is following. So if you're making any major changes to the chord, you need to do it on the first one, the one that says leader over here, right? So now if I hit the C button down here, this just adds my chords. Man, it is running like a dream, Patrick. I had last night 15 instances of this running on the iPad. And the DSP was up to 43. Crazy shit. Crazy shit. So I've plugged in my keyboard here. And we want our MIDI input. So now, it's crazy, Patrick. You should see the show I did on the iPad. I had, what did I end up having? 9 instances of Terra Pro running. And LumaFusion running in the background with a video playing, and GarageBand in the background playing a full project. Dude, this iPad is crazy. So when we click this little button down here, you'll notice these little black keys appear up the top. And what this does, it attaches to your keyboard. So now, so the chords are now attached to here, which is really fantastic. Now I'll make sure my sync is still going. Everything's still sunk. I don't know why everything's not. I know why. There we go. So yeah, now we have, and it's not doing it now. What is going on? Dude, get it together, Jade. What are you doing? I'm making a meal of everything. That should be syncing, but it's not for some reason. There you go. Good job, Jade. You're really showing it well. But that is the auto sync. But what I want to show you too is when you change a chord. So if I change a chord here, and let's just get 2 of these up. Let's just get the leader and the follower. Watch what happens if I change one of the chords out of here. So I'll go to suggest, and we'll take this C. It doesn't fit at all, but if I drag this in down here, see how on this one the chord changed as well? So if I go in and change any of these chords, we'll change this. All of the rest of them auto update. Really makes it easy. So the one thing you need to be aware of, say if I go into number 2 here, this is a follower. Let's make it full screen. As soon as I do something like we go into the sequencer, and say I select all of these notes here, and I want to take them all up an octave, you'll notice, see our follow is flashing here? As soon as I turn this up an octave, the link has been stopped because I've gone against what the master is doing. But now when I play back, so you can go in and change any of the slaves, and you can go in and change the octaves. I can change the inversions of these as well. So if we go in here, now that they're not following, we can do like a 2 inversion. We can change the duration and create syncopated stuff. So again, now this is not sunk up at all. Now, if I decide I want this to sync back up to the master, this second one, and I go in here and hit sync, any changes that I've made, like I just changed then with the inversions, now if I hit follow again, all those inversions will set back to 0. So you have to be aware of that. Anytime you go in and change any kind of voicings or anything like that, it will release the slave from the master, but it gives you the flexibility to add, lots of different color, lots of different performances and such. Very, very nice. So that is a brief look at how to do your live syncing. So next, we'll clear this out. What I want to show you now is, we'll clear this, is this. It is absolutely mind-blowing. So let me open a project I made. So we now have multi-out. My Lord, this is going to blow your brains, guys. We have multi-out. From one scalar, I can multi-out a whole bunch of different instruments. Now, with Macs and Windows, you've been able to do this for ages with, higher powered machines. And iOS still only has like a 4 multi-out, but 4 is better than 0. So with this one scalar here, I can actually send a multi-out and create a full symphony, right? And I'm going to show you that. So I've linked up all of the notes here to, I've sunk up the button down here. So you can see we've got the black keys. So when I press, beautiful. So that first track here is connected to just some strings in I-symphonic. That's all we've got. So I've got a stand-up bass. We have, I forget what's this one. This one is a cello. This one is some brass. And here we have a choir. And are you ready? This is just sick. So as I'm playing, I'm going to unmute each instrument, and then I'll explain how this is done. It's really incredible. Wow. Okay, so how is it doing this? It's bloody amazing. Let's jump out of here. It is using MIDI to do this. So it's using MIDI outs. We are running the first MIDI out. It separates. So this first set here is just the strings. And you can see it's playing the whole chord. It's playing the whole chord that is shown up here when I hit. Now the second track is I've got a stand-up bass. And it's playing only the low single note within the chord on MIDI channel 2 with a multi-out. Then on the next track, we're using the same MIDI channel 2 to add in a cello, and that's playing the same note as the bass. And then when we jump over to the next one on MIDI channel 3, and then on MIDI channel 4, so you see what I'm saying? It's split up the chords. So the initial strings are this whole chord, and each chord gets high. Each note from the chord gets higher, and it's using a separate MIDI channel. So I'll set it up and show you how to do it. It's really incredible. It's just mind-blowing that we can do this kind of stuff on an iPad. So to do this, you need to set up, of course, a Scalar as a MIDI. And when we go into our MIDI channel, we're looking for, with Scalar, because there's 3 different scalars when you're using iOS. If I type in Scalar, you'll see this is the one we want. It's called Scalar Control 2. So this is a MIDI-controlled version of Scalar. Now, I'm going to open up iSymphonic again, just to show you how this is done. iSymphonic. And we want to connect these two. So we definitely want to connect them. And we're going to go to our MIDI out and choose iSymphonic. I want to connect my keyboard as well. So now we have a connection, but we've got no chords. So we need to create some stuff. So again, we're going to go up to the settings. And of course, I want to set 4 beats just because I will. We're going to do DAW sync, even though I'm not playing it via the DAW. And this is important. You're going to want to go into your settings here and find this setting down here, multi-voice output. Yeah? And turn this on. So this turns on the multi-voice output. And now, what they've done with this is the people at Scalar, they've given you, in the song section here, this new section, if I scroll down, called, where can I find it with my terribly blind eyes? It's somewhere here, and I can't even see it. Where are you? What can't I see? I think it's in common progressions. No, it's not in there. Why can't I see it? I'm going blind. Division 4 part. Here it is. I'll zoom in for you. There it is there. Divisi 4 part. Right? So these songs have been pre-made in mind to help you understand how this works. So if I choose Kingdom, it's going to populate these chords. So let's drag these chords down in. Wow, listen to that. I'm going to turn on our C down here. So we've got our keys locked in. We'll set that. We're all good. MIDI input. We've got our. Oh, we're not getting any sound from there. Try that again. I don't know why. For some reason, my oh, that's why. We want MIDI out. We want MIDI in. There we go. So let's go and pick some strings. So I'm just going to pick. What do we got? What do we got? Let's pick some strings from here. Just some basic strings. Nothing too fancy. What about some Baroque strings? Baroque ensemble. Yeah. We'll do a Baroque ensemble. Wonderful. There's our Baroque ensemble. Now remember, we can do all this in one instance. It's only one instance of Scalar that is going to do all this. It's so sick. Now what you need to do is we want to head over here to this first track and scroll down to MIDI, hit none, and we want to make sure this is going through MIDI channel 1. Yeah. Now let's add another iSymphonic. I'm just using iSymphonic because it's easy, yeah? You can use whatever app you want. Totally up to you. And now we need to send this MIDI out from Scalar to the new iSymphonic. Once again, go in here, scroll to our MIDI and make sure it's going to MIDI 2. And in here, what shall we do? What shall we pick? There's so many cool things we could pick in here. What about, we'll put in a choir straight up. I know that'll be a low choir. Let's do some soft horns. Soft horns? Maybe we'll try something that really stands out. We'll do a choir. Or what about a flute? A flute quartet. Let's see, is it working? Probably too low for this. We'll just go with the cello, I think. Yeah, we'll do a cello because that'll fit. Cello and woodwinds. Yeah. So that you can hear, I've soloed this track now, and it's running through MIDI too. If we add in this first one, beautiful. So let's add in another sound, and we can probably add in some violins here, maybe violins, or maybe some horns. We'll do some horns. iSymphonic, or we'll do a choir here, I think. I can't decide. There's so much fun. It's too exciting. What's our time going for? So iSymphonic, again, we want to scroll down and hit none, and we want to choose MIDI 3, and we'll choose a choir for this. What kind of choir shall we choose? We've got a choir, a choir, maybe? Let's solo this choir so you can hear what's happening. We'll try something a bit sexier than that. It's not very sexy. What about a mixed choir? No, I'm not digging it. Not digging it. What about some ahs? Oh, a boys' choir. That'll do. So now when we solo all of these together, beautiful, huh? One more. We'll add one more iSymphonic in here. But again, you can use any instrument you want to create a massive orchestra or a massive amount of different things. Like, you know, the sky's the limit. It's really, really cool. So we'll set our MIDI here to MIDI 4. And we'll send our output to this. And let's go with a violin. Should we just add a violin at the end there? There's a solo violin. We'll solo this, see what it sounds like. Beautiful. Maybe we'll add a little bit of reverb to that. With a bit of black hole. Sun, won't you come? There we go. We'll turn down this Baroque. Cool. Interesting stuff. So now what you could also do is you could add another scalar. Let's show you what I mean. We'll add another scalar in here. And we'll turn on live sync. So we'll do a combination of these new features. We're going to sync, live sync. So we started our live sync. Now we'll check out this. So our live sync is already populated for us. And now here's where you could add something like a guitar. What could we add? What kind of? We'll just go in and add. Maybe. God, what is my brain doing? Let me have some coffee and chill. We've got 20 minutes left. Maybe we'll add. Or we'll just add a piano, just for fun. Just for fun. So maybe pure upright. And with this one, this is connected. So this is connected to, it's run as a follow, but it's not connected to the MIDI out. This is its own individual thing that we have set up here. So we can go into this and add a performance, but first we want to link this up to pure upright, and then we'll go into our performance and we'll use one of these new performances. We'll use the avant-garde, maybe number 5. And now if we solo this piano, check this out. It's not working because I've got to send it out. What am I doing? MIDI out. Pure upright. It should be connected. It's connected there. We'll turn that up. Do that. And it's not working. That's fantastic. I'm doing something fucking wrong. Let's just do this. Number 2. I don't know why that. Man, I hate live stuff. I've done all the right things. This is all connected. It's all good. That's all set. I know what I'm doing wrong. I don't have my keyboard connected. There, I knew something was missing. All right, so good. So now. So if we unsolo this and now play all this together, we'll pull all these down a little bit. They're a bit loud. Wonderful stuff. Now I can go in here and change the performance of this additional one. So we can go in and change the performance. See you later, Patrick. I'm just going to change this out for a different string sound because it's a bit hokey. Shall we go for like a symphonic strings? All right, but what else can you do? So remembering now that both of these scalars are linked. So if I change the song pattern here, it's going to change, both of them will change. So let's check out these, shall we? Let's undo that and connect the keyboard to this one. So we heard that one previously. I'll just make sure the piano is still connected. So we'll fix that in a second. So you get a whole bunch of these. Yes, this is available for Mac and OS, but it's not this app. You have to buy it separately. It is a separate purchase for Windows and Mac, but incredibly worth your time. Let's have a listen to Fanfare. Oops. I've only got the piano selected. Let's do that. wonderful stuff, man. This is what I've dreamed of, being able to separate all these out to actually make a full orchestra instead of just having this orchestra sounds all piled on top of each other. I'm trying to look for a better string sound. We want just strings by themselves. Let's just do a search for strings. Strings. Cinematic strings. There, let's go with that. Cinematic strings. You ready? There you go. We'll try a different sound. Yes, Deep Gravity. You can use this in GarageBand. You'll have to go back and watch my massive tutorial I did on this last time, which explains all of that. Let's choose Hans. Fucking wow, man. What's the next one? Pull it down a bit. And if I go into this Scalar and make sure we've got a performance on. Let's add a, we'll go out of here, avant-garde 2. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Scoot that off. All right, what else do I want to show you? So there's a few more here. We'll just check out this sadder ending one. Beautiful stuff. All right. So you don't have to use these particular sounds either. All right. You can go in here and choose anything you like. And what's really cool is, let's just choose, say, classical, because they've added some new sounds in here, new songs under classical. If I can find it. Should be under C, shouldn't it, dickhead? C. Now, to get the best out of this, it's suggested to turn on the voicing lock. There we go. So you can go through these classical ones with the voice lock on. Oops. Wonderful. But I want to clear this out now, and let's get rid of this and start a new project. So there is the multi-out. It's sick. It's really sick. Let's just open up a Scalar in an audio track, and I'll show you these. What do we got? 9 minutes. Got to get through this quick. Quick. Input, keyboard. So not only that, you can just choose a scale. And I'll show you these. So if we just hit scales here, and we'll just choose a C minor. So now we've got our C minor scale here. We can drag this. Oh, we don't even need to do it. We can just grab. How do I have room for all of these apps? Princess, I just bought a brand new iPad Pro with terabyte. I've got so much room, it's ridiculous. So I'm just going to drag down this C minor in here, right? Now, these are really cool. This is another new feature. If I hit Shift and then click on the C minor and hit Other, there's this new thing here called Generate Parallel Harmonies. So in here, you've got by semitones, minor thirds, major thirds, fourths, fifths, and fifths with dynamic voicing. Yeah. So let's pick thirds. And what it does, it says, this will clear your current progression. And we say yes. And it creates a progression down here for us that sounds like this. Well, what do? We'll grab a one of the other new instruments. This is another new instrument. This is the orchestral bass. Check this out. So it gives us a pattern down here, all with these parallel thirds. And we can go in here again and change this out to, what do we do? Other, generate, and we can do parallel fifths, and it refreshes. And when we change the voicing lock, so we get a much lower take on it. Plus, you can go into your performance as well. Really neat stuff. Really, really neat stuff. So those are parallels. And to get to those, you just click on your shift, choose your chord and other, and generate parallel harmony. And you've got all these selections down here. We'll do a fifths by dynamic voicing. So who can believe this app is $19? Compared to the PC and Mac version, $20, man. This thing is utterly, utterly, utterly insane. It is one of the best apps that has come out this year. And I'm so blown away the update they did for the Mac and Windows version. They gave us all the same stuff that is on the higher versions. Everything that you can find in there is in this for $19. Fucking ridiculous. So we covered some songs. We've got the 80s stuff here. Let's clear this out. Do a clear state. Just go to the App Store and hit update. If, I don't know, Jim, if you have your automatic update set, that's, yeah. If you don't, just go in and look for it and hit update and you'll be right. So we've got all these 80s sounds in here as well. Let's hit a performance. And you've got so many performances in here. All these beautiful performances. These are basic performances. You've got avant-garde. It's really amazing. You've got arpeggios, up arpeggios. The performances are just wonderful. So 80s is another sound that's in here. You've got lo-fi. That's a new one. What have we got? 5 minutes till I have to get out of here. Here's the lo-fi sounds. We'll use the new lo-fi sound, which you can find in synth, and hit lo-fi. In fact, let's add some real crazy lo-fi stuff in here. UA, or just put as fuck. There we go. And let's add some crazy lo-fi sounds to this. Let's do a random. There we go. Let's try lo-fi 2. We'll try an avant-garde performance, maybe. Maybe number 9, avant-garde. And remember, you can go into the sequencer. If we go and add these chords, copy all these chords here, drag them down into our, drag them down here, then we can go down into our sequencer and we can change, we can select them all, change the octave, make it higher, lower. So you're probably wondering what this is. It's in beta. And when it comes out, it's going to be fucking amazing. You're going to want this app, trust me. But that's Scalar. They're the updates. It's crazy good. Crazy, crazy, crazy good. Beautiful stuff. It blows my mind that this is like $19. You can download it free. It doesn't really give you much to play with for free. But yeah, you want to unlock it. There's so much in here. If you want to come up with ideas, if you struggle at playing piano and you're not good at this stuff, there's a ton of stuff in here. Yes, lo-fi as fuck is still in beta. There's a whole bunch of their apps that are coming really soon. It's very exciting stuff what's coming. Super, super exciting. What do we do? So let's go out with what have we planned before? And I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Thank you very much for joining me today. Remember, please hit the like on the way out, and you'll be automatically dumped over to Pete Johns' channel. I will send you straight over there. If you have your autoplay on, it'll send you straight over in about a minute's time. Good stuff. I'm going to go out with playing this one more time. And remember, do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better. And we'll all rise together. Be prepared to be dumped. Boom. See you tomorrow.